from the way I see it, no. Okay, so this map is actually going to be Ankara. So from the way I see it, someone like Aldrin, a dangerous sight kung ikaw ang nasa team ng SGJ Reborn, because someone like Aldrin is very much awake right now. Very gising na gising. The two Terminators, Aldrin, Revenge, both showing up an absolutely strong performance coming out to here. They need to be able to equalize or to match this type of firepower, or dapat di sila magulat sa ano man nangyayari or ano mang ginagawa sa team ng Pacific Macta. SGJ Reborn, they need to work on the communication or kung ano man yung iniisip nila midway in those mid-rounds na nagpapatagal sa kanila, especially kung nasa blacklist sila. Kailangan nila bilisan nila onting decision making, but once they get that down, feeling ko may potential pa ibalik tong SGJ Reborn against Pacific Macta. Ngayon, makita natin dito ang map 3 natin. Maka-comeback ba ang SGJ dito against Pacific Macta, or will Pacific Macta solidify their legacy this year as the PH #1 team here in the CFS PH
Look at
Fall
Revenge,
Summer
man.
Finals?
Just walk scoping onto the AWM na parang di siya nawawalan ng accuracy pag naglalakad siya.
Hindi nga.
That is very, yun yung sinasabi kong risk na kinukuha ng Pacific Macta. Kahit alam mong may pwedeng masamang mangyari kay Macta, tuloy-tuloy pa rin sila. And they are weighing with that, with the amount of options that they had. It's like Pacific Macta has so many alternatives, kumbaga. Ngayon, SGJ now needs to have some sort of leniency in a way that Pacific Macta cannot expect. A must-win for SGJ to at least breathe freely. But Aldrin not letting everyone breathe a single oxygen in this environment. Tinanggalan na ng oxygen tank ng Pacific Macta ng SGJ. No room to breathe, no room to move. Now, Pacific Macta, they have now picked off 2. Asaan na ang SGJ? This is very, very odd. Pacific Macta, a very unorthodox sort of game style right now, but somehow it is effective. Somehow, some way, they won the round. That was very surprising, man.
It may seem unorthodox, pero may plano yung Pacific Macta na yan eh. It is a plan on a plan. When you think there is a play na magtataka, wait, why they do that? There is a plan for it. May reason siya kung ba't nila gagawin niyang ganyan eh.
Honestly,
and that was it.
On an analyst standpoint, I didn't know what they did. It's like they just stood. That's what they did. Yeah, kasi walang prior rotation eh.
Tamang depensa lang.
Yeah. And that's very not Pacific Macta. Usually, someone goes out onto tunnel, tapos bang, may casualty. But no, it's not. And also, Revenge is not getting the upper on this bomb site. So it's really weird kasi MBA is on that end. So now, MBA and Justin, the 2 anchors of the bomb site, are going to defend a 4-member push coming in from SGJ. There goes the Utils up inside the bomb site, as Justin will be taking a very nice cover in this one. And there goes the Armada options coming in from SGJ. Here comes MBA with a 2K! SGJ gets overwhelmed by one singular member despite Justin's advantages. MBA can make it work. There goes the plan coming in from SGJ, as 38 seconds is now on the clock as Macta needs to work. Revenge! What a disgusting shot once again coming in from Christian Amores. Revenge takes down Yobib, and the rest of SGJ are now falling, but Tino is saying no to that. MBA begs to differ. 2v1. KLR down to at least 1 leg. ZYK finishes it off and completes the retake.
ZYK cleaning up para sa side ng Pacific Macta dyan. SGJ finding no answer to the Pacific Macta retakes. New round. As makita natin dito, a different type of setup this time coming around from the side of SGJ. Heavy sila sa mid. Karapat dapat, hindi. Just slowing it down, waiting for any aggression coming out from the side of Pacific Macta. KSA, UYK, and now that's a good start for SGJ kung gusto nila gumawa ng comeback muli.
Okay, that's ZYK, but that's no MVA or Revenge though. Now, SGJ, at least they got one. Now, how can they make it work? Pacific Macta is a very formidable team in these situations when the man advantage is not present into them. So what can they do? They just rotate. They just put in on a show in wherein SGJ is not participating because they don't know what the flow of the program is. Ngayon, Pacific Macta is gonna use that para hindi makakilos na naman si SGJ. Now, this is a good coverage from Tunnel. Now, where is the rest of the crew at mid? They are buying up some time before they get the prime spot to enter at A main. That is the question. There's still no raining of utils, and SGJ is on the right track.
SGJ is on the right track as they are just trying to find for any form of aggression coming up from these both teams. But now, essentially, pag makikita mo yung orasan, 1 minuto na lang. Kumbaga, on the first half netong round na to, puro lang holding and waiting na nasasayangan ang oras na pwede sana kumuha ng control dito sa SGJ. Ngayon, yung option nila, mas lumiit. It has to be a burst type of push. And it looks like gusto nila maghanap ng pitas dito sa A area. KSA, B-Boy, nandito sa bench area. Or si
40
Justin,
seconds.
nag-hold.
Nagbibilang na yung oras dito para sa Pacific Macta. They know have to move. Revenge gets a quick scope, but Keller was on the right place at the right time to take down Revenge. And there goes SGJ with the pursuit. Lamang sa kanila ang mga tauhan dito. 25 seconds left on the clock. And there goes KSA. They need to push. Where's the push coming in from SGJ? They're just buying up so much time. Grabe nga naman yung sinasayang nilang oras. There goes a 2-man push. And Yobib gets a revenge kill. It's still a 2v3. NBA and Aldrin needs to make it work. 10 seconds left on the clock. Sobrang daming oras na sinayang na SGJ. Can they make it to plant? Can they plant though? Ito na ang oras para magtanim. And everyone from Pacific Macta bounce down to SGJ in that round. What a line of defense by SGJ.
Sinabi ng SGJ nung round na yon, di na namin kailangan mag-plant ng bomba. Di na kailangan itanim. Ang kailangan lang namin, patayin lahat ng miyembro ng Pacific Macta at yun yung ginawa nila doon sa late push na ginawa ng SGJ at nagulat doon yung Pacific Macta off the initial pick-off na ginawa nila doon kay ZYK. Great play galing doon sa side ng SGJ. Revenge, holding dito sa mid. Muntik na makaharap ng unang pitas against Tino pero hindi nila ipapalipas. Tino throwing out that smoke, denying that information for the side of Pacific Macta. Di nila alam kung nasa na sila nakapwesto. However, A lobby still heavily favored to the side ng SGJ. 3-1-1 setup. Dalawa nakahold dito sa hotel area. ZYK resting it down, holding it with his body.
Now, this is indeed a Macta game so far. But from what I'm seeing right now, SGJ finally turning the tides as they've now adapted to the environment. Nabasa na nila. They have now moved on from the natural selection type of play style from Pacific Macta. So now, this is the question though for SGJ. Where would the consistency come from? Saan natin siya makikita? Are they gonna go for off angles? ZYK and NIBL. Oh, ZYK not picking it in. Pero, grabe, nagpapatintero lang. ZYK now goes in deep! ZYK takes down NIBL.
Siya yung nagwagi dyan sa sitwasyon na yan. Totoo ba yan? ZYK, patakbo-takbo lang ang kanyang ginawa. Ang lala. Now, Revenge holding it out. The next line of defense dito sa mid area as makita natin SGJ on a scramble to find for any opening here in the different sites. 30 seconds na ang nasa orasan. Keller, at least, nahanap yung Terminator na si Aldrin versus ZYK. Nasa likod na nila as KSA. At least, nahanap niyang pitas.
Grabe SGJ! The game was on your hands. But Revenge had to just play professional crossfire para di nyo maramdaman. Ngayon, Pacific Macta, there goes the push. Kill are the lone member alive coming in to the side of SGJ as they take down Revenge though. But the time is not on their side. Hindi nila amigo ang oras. A failed mission by SGJ to move deep into enemy lines. And that is now a dub for Macta.
Ito yung problema sa slow play na ginagawa nito ng SGJ. Yes, tama. Gets ko, they need to watch for the aggression na gagawin ng Pacific Macta. However, the side ng Pacific Macta, they are playing passive and they just allow the time na mahulog lang maging 1 minute to 30 seconds to 10 seconds hanggat maging 0 na siya. And that is an absolute perfectly played there from the side of Pacific Macta. Di na din nila kailangan patayin. They just needed to wait for the time to hold down to 0. 4-man push na ginagawa dito na side ng SGJ. trying to find for an opening here in the mid. Aldrin
goes the
will be
flash.
the next line of defense here.
Oy, di nahuli si NIBL.
And as the B site, buhos na ng SGJ yan. Pero si DYK at si Aldrin nakahanap ng kanilang britas. Bomb will go down. Hotel is still in control of Pacific Macta. ZYK holding it down.
4v2.
And now, another entry for them for this retake. 4v2.
4v2. Yobib and Kel are on a very tough spot right now, but they are still fighting. Yobib gets a huge 2K. Pero, duguan na dito si Yobib. He's still making it work despite the 1 HP. No absolute way! Yobib did that to Pacific Macta. A 1 HP, 1v4, R2G. Pinaglololoko mo ba ako dito, Yobib?
Yobib, B-boy, ikaw na! Ikaw na ang malupit! What an incredible play na ginawa ni B-boy dyan! And that is the X factor of SGJ. And that's exactly the momentum shifter that they need kung gusto nila mag-comeback dito sa series na to. My goodness. And now, Pacific Macta changing their setup. Revenge.
That has to be a mental hurter for Pacific Macta. Golly, Yobib. Finally, a resurgence that I have been looking for. But once again, that is just a block of ice. The iceberg is still huge for Pacific Macta. Now, the question is, can they still make it work once again? There's so many questions lingering for SGJ.
Flashback. Okay, bit
okay,
smoke grenade
nice lineup
dito.
though.
Set up dito sa B.
Saan patutunguhan tong Pacific Macta? They're gonna push it in. ZYK! There it is. Starts it off for PM. KLR. KLR gets taken down. Aldrin will be taken down. NIBL as well. Iniisa-isa na ng Pacific Macta. They're lurking into the positions. Revenge doesn't get the first shot, but his Colt will do him justice. Yobib takes down Revenge though. Marami pang kailangan gawin ng SGJ dito as PM still have the numbers advantage. So the retake could possibly be huge here. Yobib is still alive, the one that helped save SGJ. And now they take down Yobib. Pacific Macta is breathing freely once they knew Yobib was down. And Macta, strong 2-point lead.
B-boy, muntik na. Muntik na para sa side ng SGJ, but you can't constantly rely on someone like Yobib every single time. This is still a team effort, team game. Everyone needs to wake up for the side of SGJ. And someone like NIBL needs to wake up. Nakita natin, isa lang yung kill niya. He needs to start to be online. Start to activate for the side of SGJ. Hotel control, kinukuha na ng SGJ. However, Pacific Macta, parang may base sila. Parang may amoy sila, may sense na baka nandyan ang mga member ng SGJ dyan sa hotel. So, binibigay muna nila and they are holding deep in sight. Aldrin, next line of defense para dito kung papasok ang team ng SGJ as Revenge holding dito sa under. Wala siyang mahahanap dyan as Hotel is slowly but surely being pushed out for the side of Solid Gaming. Solid Gold Jewelry.
Okay.
Revenge
now
holding. Bar.
Okay, so this is a really a weird setup once again by Pacific Macta. But
it's a different setup, yeah. Pero it could
it's not their default ones.
Tingnan mo ba naman kung nasa nakapwesto na to si ZYK? Ang lalim na niya sa mid. He can get all this information for free and he can say, okay guys, walang tao dito sa A. Double reinforce that B site. Tapos mukhang yan ang ginagawa ng Pacific Macta ngayon. Tingnan mo ba naman? Tatlo ang naka-hold dyan.
Both teams are like breathing heavily. Where is the enemy team? Walang ka-intel. Okay, ZYK at least spots Tino. But, you know, ZYK knows better. And doesn't want to child that one. Oh, okay, ZYK finally gets the first casualty for SGJ. As NIBL is now down. Now, Pacific Macta are setting up this site for success. Tino takes down ZYK. Nag-peak pa rin siya. ZYK should know better. Bulaga ka kay KSA. 2K recorded by that man alone. It's now a 2v3. Will Pacific Macta fall onto the hands of SGJ? Their setup is really nice. What a ridiculous shot by MVA. Where did that come from? Can he repeak? There goes the Richal. SGJ is still biting off the hands of PM. Ito na ang tulak, MVA. He wastes down all the magazines over to his AK just to take the KSA. MVA with a ridiculous flick. What a shot by MVA! And PM, 3-point lead.
3-point lead coming out dito sa side ng Pacific Macta. Ang ganda ng kanilang retake in that position. Akala ko nga SGJ would have that in the bag, but Pacific Macta nagpapakita pa din ng kanilang angas at gilas dito. Bar, onting labanan as this time it's a fast mid push galing sa side ng SGJ. Apat gusto mag-push dito. C4 has been pushed out and has been committed, pero si Revenge handang-handa sa posibilidad na yan and stops the push of SGJ. Sabi nila, dyan si Revenge, huwag na natin mag-push. Hanggang dito lang tayo, kalmado lang tayo, mag-back tayo dito as they go back to their default. Very default situation here, but they are down a member. And Macta, ang dali na lang to i-hold. Kung sila ay ganyan, they just need to double up in those sites and just hold the same angles that they're doing. However, 4v5, very much doable for the side of the Blacklist.
Definitely, man. And there's so much utils for Blacklist right now para talaga kumilos. But Pacific Macta, despite the advantage that SGJ is offering into the table, they are still indeed fighting despite the lack of resources of the global risk. So that in turn could just give the scare off of Pacific Macta. But no, they are still fighting. Now, this is really nice for Macta. It's like they're very consistent. For SGJ though, it's like they're trying to be consistent. They are forcing everything. They're trying to make a play. Gumagana naman. But on the late game side, I tell you, man, the early aggression from SGJ is just that good. Pero when the clock strikes seconds, doon na nagpo-fall ang SGJ. Now, that is the sign for Pacific Macta to move around the map, force a flank, and then set up the site for a possible defense. An anchor in the making. That is MBA and Aldrin. And there goes Tino entering with an AWM. Ipakita mo na parang M4 at AK yung AWM, Tino. Here comes the beat by Justin. Gets one, gets two. Kahit PWD pa yan si Justin, kukuha siya ng 2K. 20 seconds now left on the clock. KLR, the only lone member alive for SGJ with 15 left. What can he do? The question still remains. Is SGJ still in the game? The answer is yes, but not for long. Justin, huge 3K to send off SGJ into a frenzy.
Ito yung setup ng Pacific Macta sa nakikita ko so far. ZYK with the lurk. Pwede siya mag-agresibo dyan, especially if he finds no contact galing sa side ng SGJ. It's like they know the timings in each and every single part ng mapa. Tong Ankara, tingnan mo ba naman, ito yung sinasabi ko, agresibo na naman to ZYK. And someone like Aldrin, pwede niyang gawin yan. Kasi siya ay isang Terminator. And he gets the headshots whenever you need him to. However, B-Boy, nahanap din niya ang rest back para sa team ng SGJ. Pero saan na naman napuntang advantage ng numbers sa side ng Pacific Macta at pwede silang mabackstab ni Revenge.
Malamang si Revenge yung kukuha ng patay na yun, pre.
Pwede silang mabackstab ni Revenge at yun talaga ang nangyari dyan. Tino, sige, nahanap mo si Justin pero wala yung C4 sa kamay mo. Alam ng Pacific Macta kung saan nakapwesto ang C4 at tingnan mo ba naman, it is a very, very far set trap na sinet up
1 minute and 18.
Macta.
Marami pang pwedeng oras na igalaw si SGJ dito. In terms of Tino, where is he gonna go from to start off the tour of this game? Ang kwento kasi dito is Pacific Macta, when it's late game, their setups are godly. But SGJ, can they at least counter that narrative na parang hindi na totoo? Mag-iiba ba yung kwento? Para kay Tino, 50 seconds. No resources. Literally, just gun skill. Distansya na lang ang pwedeng puhunan dito ng SGJ. On the back of Tino, there goes a fight! Now NBA is down, it's 1v1. 33 left on the clock. SGJ is just crawling and crawling as he heads on over to the bomb site. And Revenge is on the opposite side of the map. Masyado pang malayo yung pupuntahan ni Revenge dito. It's an AWM versus an AK. Or is Revenge switching to an old reliable?
I think he
Okay,
should.
Revenge is gonna go for a flank, possibly. Okay, Revenge. Both snipers are both using an AR. Okay, there goes the matchup.
Timing.
Oh, this is really intense! Tino!
Gising na
Whoa!
para sa
SGJ just activates on the last possible second.
Gising na.
Who would have thought we've seen two snipers use an AK, man?
Well, that's it. In that 1v1 situation, dapat lang talaga nag-AR silang dalawa yan. Kasi mahirap mag-clutch sa ganyang sitwasyon kung AWM ka lang. But with that being said, my goodness, SGJ, may onting laban pa dito. The potential of the comeback is still very there. And di ko alam ang nangyari between the timing ni Revenge.
It was an equal matchup as well.
I don't know what happened with the timing. It was, I believe, Revenge and ZYK, or I don't know who it was.
Baka gumagana lang talaga yung timing niya pag AWM.
Well,
I
don't know.
I don't know, man.
He was holding an AWM. Napalipas niya. There was a time there where nakalusot na si Tino dun sa situation na yan, and that's why he was able to get the C4.
Actually, a nice read-off by Tino, no?
Yeah.
Kahit he wasn't going for main, he wasn't going also for tunnel. Somehow, some way, he had the sense para basahin na pupunta siyang backside. So, that was nice. That was nice by Tino. And finally, that garnered him the support and the momentum that he needs entering into the side switch. Now, this is really, really intriguing right now as they are now going for the global risk. SGJ, their defense, indeed, is really nice.
Yep.
So, pwede silang makabawi. They could cave in the bait playstyle that they really wanted to be efficient from the start, or it's just Pacific Macta is reading the memo na dapat talaga kami yung manalo eh. Somehow, some way, Pacific Macta really tries to shape things up in terms of game playstyle, depende sa kalaban. You know, that's based off on experience, okay? So, yeah.
I am interested to know, no? Kasi nakita natin dito sa side ng SGJ ng Solid Gold Jewelry na gumagawa sila ng double AWM setups, but I see it sa Blacklist side. I think they might bring it out dito sa Global Risk side as we are going to the second half to the scoreline of 63. Potentially, they can bring it out and that will work to their favor since yung mapa ng Ankara, posibleng-posible ang double AWM setup for a map like this. Bar, control ni B-Boy, shutdown ni MBA. Next up, KSA, wala ka na din. Tanggal ang ulo mo against MBA. Kellar, at least nakahanap siya ng isang pitas as Revenge.
Also,
nahanap ka na din.
Gets a pick off. Ooh, ZYK. Gets a kill on Tino though. NIBL on no man's land right now. Pero lumalaban pa rin ang matikas na NIBL. 1 minute and 45. This is gonna be the start for SGJ's tour. 38 now ticking.
1v3.
This is a really tough spot for NIBL though. He doesn't have any much options since 3 are alive. All has coverage, tunnel, backside, and as well as main. Ito na ang pasok ni NIBL. They're separating him. Oh, NIBL naging PWD. Wala na siya makita dito. So where is this gonna lead? Towards SGJ. They're gonna walk in. MBA has a good spot. Aldrin! What a swing by Aldrin!
Lakas.
Pacific Macta, a 4-point lead. He just swung and got a headshot. That control was insane.
Absolutely insane. Pacific Macta ngayon, komportable sa sitwasyon nila. Holding it down dito sa A-lobby area, naghanap ng pitas galing kay Revenge. Bar control is now given to the side of Pacific Macta. However, it is Benz. Gusto nila kunin, pero tatlo ang nakapwesto sa A. KSA, spotted out. Justin, forced to push out. Grenade, tinapon, walang nahanap.
Oh, there's the entry. Justin, no remorse. Pero Yobi, pagbabawalan pa siyang magasek ng dilim sa loob ng bomb site.
Wow.
What a ridiculous flick by NBA. Once again, reigning over the competition. SGJ struggling to make a name for themselves in this situation. But NBA is close to meeting his deathbed. Literally one bullet away from the AK. NBA is still making it rain over to SGJ. And Macta, 2 points away from history.
Ang ganda ng entry na ginawa ni Justin at ni NBA dyan. They ran in. Patalon, and nahanap nila ang nagdedepensa doon ng Pacific Macta. Kumbaga, pang kalaban mo si Spider-Man, nag-hold lang na tumatalo na nagsiswing everywhere. And that's what happened with MBA and Justin with an absolutely superb entry. And here it goes again.
Justin gets a peek, but MBA was there for the follow-up. Despite the utils thrown here by Pacific Macta, it was really nice for SGJ to have the defense lined up. Aldrin, getting those kills, but KSA trades it off. Ngayon, si Revenge!
Ayan.
Oh my God, Revenge! You know, grabe nga naman talaga, no, despite the smokes, despite the flashes. Uy! Okay. Muntik na sanang malupit na play yun para kay Revenge. But seriously though, despite the smokes, despite the flashes of SGJ, Pacific Macta is still efficient on those kills. Kahit wala silang utils, Pacific Macta 1 point away for making high grounds shake.
At rinig na rinig mo yung crowd dito sa high grounds. They want this to be the side of Pacific Macta. SGJ, now they are in an aggressive position. We've seen Pacific Macta do this type of setup, but this time around, it's SGJ that brings it out. And NIVL, maganda ang unang pitas na nakuha niya. Pero Pacific Macta with the reaction, alam nila walang tao dyan sa A site. Sa kanila na yan. And they'll be able to plant the bomb, forcing the retake situation.
This is good for SGJ though. Man advantage para si Yobib. Napipick up na kaagad. KSA, good pick up onto Revenge. MBA's down to his last legs. Yobib picks him up. Justin and Aldrin making it work for PM. But it's a 1v2. SGJ.
Buhay pa din sila.
Buhay pa din sila. SGJ is still fighting. Familiar scoreline. R2G 9-3. And somehow, SGJ won that. I would just like to reiterate, man. PM, kahit nabubulag from the flashes, kahit nalilito doon sa smokes na binabato ng SGJ, they're acting like they are very disabled because they cannot move. And kahit ganun, nakakakilos pa rin sila somehow in getting those pickups. That is why PM is really that efficient on those 1v1s.
And makita natin dito, ibang setup naman dito galing sa side ng SGJ. Double vents up. Agresibo sila dito sa A-vent. Baka mahuli sila.
Okay, Justin. Now there goes the trade-off. It's a 3v3.
Pays out for SGJ.
Big stakes for SGJ.
Pays off. It pays off for SGJ.
It really is gonna pay off. Finally, they've activated. But the damage has been done to the system of SGJ.
But mag-isa na dito si B-Boy at tinumba naman yung HP niya is not the healthiest member ng SGJ. And tatlo ang kanyang lalabanan dito and all of them are Pacific Macta. First contact.
Yobib. Nice pick onto Revenge though. That is huge for SGJ. Ito na ang resurgence possibly. ZYK takes down Yobib. 2v1 ZYK. 1 kill away from making the ground shake here live at High Grounds. 2v1, KLR, not re-challenging, double pick, there goes the nade, Aldrin and ZYK, both left and right, there goes KLR, spots down Aldrin, and ZYK down to his last legs, KLR gets the clutch, humihinga pa rin ng malalim ang SGJ,
buhay,
swimming with the sharks is not enough for SGJ.
KLR,
they want to swim with the Megalodon, that is PM. And they are 4 points away.
KLR, my bloodline para sa side ng Solid Gold Jewelry Reborn. Magandang kanyang reposition dyan sa loob ng site and it catches Pacific Macta off guard. Makita natin dito Pacific Macta now again forced to play it passively once again. Since last 2 rounds, SGJ nagpapakita ng agresibong type of play and that just catches Pacific Macta off guard from time to time. Pero ngayon, mukhang mag-rotate na sila dito papunta sa A area. Pacific Macta set plays. Pero tatlo ang nakabantay dito para sa team ng SGJ. Tino, NIVL, feeling ko ang pinakaunang linya linya ng depensa na mag-hold dito, here and now.
Oh, Justin, nice pick, but KLR also gonna follow up with a kill onto MBA, pero Justin is still lurking inside of the bomb site. There goes the reach, Aldrin takes down KLR, but there goes a trade. 2v2, Yobib! And now a 1v1! Can PM win this?
Wow!
Hindi pa rin tapos! Wala munang uuwi because SGJ is still fighting!
Babawi ang SGJ na yan. Wala daw muna uuwi. Alam natin yung crowd. Inip na. Gusto na makita to. And it will not yet end. SGJ, Tino, nakahanap ng unang pitas doon against Justin. Holding it down for the team of SGJ right now.
No. On life support na to,
Life support,
SGJ, pre. They are just relying on the mistakes of PM.
And it looks like Pacific Macta gusto nila
Every
ulitin.
round closer. Sobrang lapit na ni PM sa ginto.
Ito na.
Pero hinahatak pa rin pababa ni SGJ si PM. And SGJ now leads the board once again with men advantage. There goes the flag, ZYK. He gets one, but there's still more to work. Now it's time. This is a familiar situation for Macta as Aldrin gets taken down. ZYK, Yobib, and KSA.
Double up na.
A standoff in the making. PM has the advantage. Oh, there goes the double peak!
Wow.
SGJ! My God! Is making everybody a believer right now.
Parang ipis na ayaw mamatay. Ayan ang SGJ. Holding it down. Making sure that their lifeline is not in vain. Imagine mo, pag na-comeback nila to, they will have a 6-point comeback from this point on, and that's absolutely insane and a heart crusher for a team of Pacific Macta kung na-comeback pa to ng SGJ. Back to a default setup. This time around, iba. 4 na nandito sa B. Para sa side ng SGJ, actually 5 na nga eh. May isa lang dito sa mid. Wala nakabantay sa A. Making sure that they get the information. KSA, onting agresibo dito sa hotel. Will it pay off? Will it work? And Kellar as well, holding dito sa bridge. It is a spot trap na posibleng gumana para sa team ng SGJ. Pero Pacific Macta, kung nakuha lang nilang impormasyon na walang tao sa A, alam mo mabilis ang kanilang respo dyan. They might just rotate A the instance they get the information na walang katao-tao dyan na nakabantay. But it doesn't look like they're gonna get that anytime soon. Smoke grenades, tinapon na. Mid-area, heavily fortified ng dalawang miyembro ng Pacific, ng
Tino
SGJ.
is on a mission once again. Lumilinya. ZYK swings onto Yobib.
And that looks like
a huge, crucial pick off by Macta.
Macta, papunta na sila dyan sa A site. Siguro nakaamoy, nakaalam na
KLR.
walang tao.
Nice pick by KLR though. ZYK is down. Pero marami pang kailangan itrabaho ang both PM and SGJ. But in terms of position, SGJ really is strong right now. There goes the plant. And now, PM, they're gonna bait them in inside of the domain that Pacific Macta built.
The domain expansion ng Pacific Macta.
30
A site
seconds.
is theirs.
30 seconds. Oh no, members still closing in. Are they
Revenge.
gonna use the time? Aldrin, pick up onto KLR and revenge. And started up Aldrin.
Oh, no.
One member away from making
Tino.
history. And Tino is making it work for SGJ. But is the time his friend? Look at the time. R2G.
8 seconds.
He will make the whole high ground shake. Pacific Macta makes history. And they let everybody know that they are the champions of fall.
Tingnan mo ba naman ang pop-off na yan? Tumayo sila at makita mo si Revenge. Buhay na buhay. Si lahat ng members ng Pacific Macta. Kinakaway na ang mga members ng SGJ. 3-0 daw sabi ni Revenge. 3-0 daw sabi ni NBA, ni King. Lahat sila'y happy dyan sa laro na yan, and they have to be proud. Ladies and gentlemen, they are still your reigning and defending CFS PH Masters champion.
They've
Pacific
conquered
Macta.
summer. They conquered fall. They conquered the odds. And Macta is still sitting at the throne of kings. Pacific Macta is your 2023 CFS Masters PH Fall Champions.
3-0.
3-0.
3-0 Pacific Macta. Absolutely showing us kung ba't sila yung pinakamagaling na team dito sa Pilipinas. And tingnan mo ba naman yan, onting banter. At the end of the day, sportsmanship pa naman ang pinapakita nila dito. Each just showing each other that they are, you know, still team's best friends. But with that being said, SGJ, they still qualify for APAC Series 2023 this November. So, they still have a chance. Baka bumawi sila. Pwede sila kumuha ng revenge dyan kasi at one point, nalabanan nila yung Pacific Macta. So, there is a chance for them to prove internationally din na kaya nila lumaban. And with that being said, Pacific Macta will be the team to qualify for the Crossfire Grand Finals, the International Grand Finals. They will represent us, and grabe dito sa High Grounds Cafe.
High Grounds, man.
Buhay
the
na buhay
energy
sila.
is lively and everybody is making sure that their voices are heard. Once again, congratulations to Pacific Macta for reigning over the competition and proving once and for all that they are indeed the champions of the Philippines. Congratulations as well to SGJ for securing top 2 and making that series one heck of a series. Even if we are gonna tell our grandchildren.
Yeah, even if it was 3-0, it still felt like SGJ still had chances from time to time.
Yeah.
Diba?
And I swear, man, when we were giving the flack over to SGJ, they really wanted to get better, and I saw the jumping of Macro from Tino and as well as KSA. Nakikita natin yung pag-jump shift ng attitude and yung gun skill nila. But it had just to boil down on some miracle and the strength of Pacific Macta when they are grouped up together. They make the whole high grounds shake. My goodness, R2G.
Pacific Macta.
What an experience, man.
What an experience, what a game, what a event na nangyari dito sa mga nanonood dyan. SGJ and Pacific Macta both duked it out. Panalo po ang Pacific Macta dito 3-0. And with that being said, don't feel bad for the members of SGJ. They still have a chance to have to show their strength, no? Yung papakita gila sa APAC Series 2023 this coming November. Kasama nila ang Pacific Macta, pero since Pacific Macta won first place, Pacific Macta po, sila po ang magproceed sa Crossfire Grand Finals po natin, which is yung biggest international tournament. They'll be fighting against teams like China, Vietnam, Brazil, Germany, or kung sino man yung European team na nag-qualify for the tournament. And I'm excited to see that, sa totoo lang. Baka bumawi pa tayong buong Pilipinas dito. Kasi nakita natin dito, nag-level up na nga ang Crossfire Philippines. Not only in gameplay, but in the community as well.
Yeah, we saw the hope from Pacific Macta when they were taking games out of all gamers. We saw SGJ triumph over in their 2022 CFS run. No, the World Championships was really right there. And I really like the growing community and the skill overall of these Filipino franchises. When they go international, they make us proud.
They really, really, really do. And wow, I guess gotta say, sa mga nanonood dyan, sa mga gustong or kung sino man interested para sumali sa mga tournaments natin in the future, we'll just keep posted po. Pa-like na lang din po ng Facebook page natin dito sa Crossfire Philippines. This will end for at least this season for local tournaments, pero next year po, there will be a lot more to come. And baka may makita tayong mga bagong teams that can shut down the big champions right now, but that's still, they are the champions right now.
That's still a very, very big question. No? Let's take a look at the highlights that we will all remember pagkatapos natin lumabas dito, because this is the solidification that Macta triumphed over everybody, every hurdle, every hoop. Nilagpasan lang nila like it was an easy day job for them.
First half,
I really thought SGJ was gonna make PM run. But somehow, some way, PM. Like, I see, like, yun yung efficiency na sinasabi ko. PM, the spokes and the flashes were so efficient for SGJ. And PM was still garnering so much kills.
B-boy.
Kahit talaga nabubulag na pipi. Hindi makakilos yung PM when SGJ was guarding down bomb site A. That's what I am telling the rest of the crew here. PM, their game sense is through the roof. Kahit anong iba to mong flash, kahit ano iba to mong smoke, kahit anong pressure ibigay mo kay PM, they still manage to walk through unscathed and get someone 6 feet under.
That's where the experience comes in. Makikita mo nga dito, 10-7 na ngayon ang scoreline from the set summary. And actually, pag nakita mo yung buong overview ng series na to, I assure you, it is the same score all the way through. Somehow, Pacific Macta always would close it out when SGJ Reborn were just in the verge of putting it into overtime. So, sabi nila, pag naka 7 na kayo, pag naka 7 na kayo, close out